My life literally just came crashing down.
Inhliziyo yami yaba buhlungu kakhulu.
Awumasesibhedlela ngimi. Ngitsolile nami.
My name is Sheila Madalane and I am 23 years of age. I am from Olifantsfontein. I'm the last born. I have 3 siblings. Nkule na bonke batali bam boyithu, they were married. We got everything that we wanted, everything that we needed. And I grew up as Ndana Lothulile, an introvert, as people would say. Yeah, so I didn't like talking about my emotions, but I was a bubbly person. I'm more closely na Maggie, my mom. She's my best friend. My dad as well, but I've always been close with my mom because she's more open, friendly. She's funny. My mom is very funny. My dad is friendly, but my mom is more like easily approachable. But Albami, like, by Skutata, you know, every day, like ever since I was a child, they would encourage us with skolos balegile. You need to have education to build a proper life for yourself. Bebasbuta endlini ukuthi, you know, what do you like? So our parents didn't force anything on us. Yes, they mentioned that education is important, but what you do after you get your basics, you can focus on your talent as long as you have the background of education. Matric was okay, like school-wise, everything was fine until I found out that I was pregnant. And then I told myself, you know, I don't want any stress or anything, so I kept it to myself until I was done writing my matric, like my exams. And I was 6 months, and they still didn't notice anything. I remember I sent a picture to my cousin, and she asked my older sister, Ino. She's the one that broke the news to my mother. She called me this other day, Angela Guti Nyat. Now they were planning for tertiary, now they have to plan for a child. Like, it just hit them like so bad. After I've given birth, now I have to go back to reality and be a student and be a mom at the same time, but now my priority was being a student. I wanted to do nursing. Unfortunately, the nursing qualifications frameworks were being changed and everything, so they told me that, no, we currently closed and we don't know when we're gonna open. Later that year, I think it was October, they were still closed. And I was like, I can't wait, hey? Because now there's a child that I have to take care of. So let me just go with what I've been accepted in, because I've been accepted to study operations management. So I didn't do my research with the course. There's pressure to study so I can be financially responsible for my daughter. When I got there, I remember the first day orientation. It was accounting, statistics, organizational effectiveness, and I'm just like, no. This is not what I want to do because I don't like numbers. Give me something theory. That's something I can work with. But I was just like, okay, I'm already enrolled. I can't waste another year. My parents were like, okay, you can't do this traveling and everything, so I moved to Pretoria to go study. So I'd be in Pretoria Monday to Friday and home Friday to Sunday. Yeah, I just told myself, you have to push and make it work, because you can't afford to say, nah, you want to study something else. There's no time. I realized when we've written tests and everything, my marks were just average, and I'm not used to doing average in terms of my schoolwork. So my marks were very average, and I was just like, ugh, I ended up not going to my accounting lectures anymore because I'd get it, whatever they're teaching, 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes through, I'm lost. I don't know what's going on. I'd just be like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Let me just focus on something else and I'll find help. Slowly but surely, I slowly started lacking in other modules as well because I didn't like what I was doing. I disliked it. Like, it wasn't me. I couldn't express myself. I didn't know what's going on. I was just doing it for the sake of, well, you said you're going to school, you have a child, you have to be financially responsible. It got really bad where I was missing important tests. I wasn't going to lectures anymore. I couldn't leave my apartment anymore. I was in my room 24/7, not eating. I wasn't taking care of myself well. I was just not sleeping well. But my parents didn't know anything. They thought Sheila's fine, she's doing fine, she's in school. It's very important to do research on what you want to do tertiary level because that is going to be your life. You have to have the passion for it, you have to love it because I was affected in all areas of my life, like family, daughter, relationship, friendships. My life literally just came crashing down. So I was just like, Sheila, just gained the courage to just go to the doctor. And I walked in and he was like, how may I help you? And I was like, I just need sleeping medication. And he was like, no, you're going through something. And I can't talk to you because I'm not in that profession. So what I can do is I'm going to refer you to a psychologist. I remember when going into the office, she was like, I just need you to tell me everything. Pretend I'm not there, just tell me everything, what's going on. And I told her everything. And immediately when I was done, she took a deep breath and there was a sigh. She was like, I think you're experiencing severe depression and I'm going to have to book you in. So that was the day I got diagnosed with severe depression.
Manje sengiyazibuza nami ukuthi what is it wrong engiyenzayo?
I just fell in a deeper hole.
Let's learn from one another. Let's go. Let's learn from one another. Let's go.
My family didn't know anything, so they couldn't be supportive because I didn't give them the opportunity to be there for me because I didn't want to disappoint them. They were paying school fees, rent, food, all of that just comes back that I'm wasting money, and I just fell in a deeper hole every day.
I didn't understand why the behavior now was changing. When she comes home, she's in the room alone for a long time. I was concerned.
Bekathanda kumbathi ingubo noma kusemini. Kumbathi ingubo. Wena kuyashisa cha ngiright. And bekangafuni ukukhuluma. Umuntu uyamkhulumisa akafuni. Uma afanele aphuma tohlala nana akafuni. Kube nalinye ilanga ajabule. Uma wena usathi ucoca kahle naye. So uchenchile, uhambile. So uyohlala endlini. Anginotice ukuthi lo mntana uyagula. Mina ngibona ngathi wenda ngabona.
Now we'll ask her, are you okay? How is school? Are you coping? No, I'm fine.
They'd ask me what is going on because you don't seem okay. Because I lost so much weight. I wasn't sleeping, my skin was not okay. I wouldn't go home anymore during weekends because I'd just be like, I'm studying. When I was diagnosed with depression, I realized that actually having my child was bad, but not compared to when you choose the wrong course and you have to study it. Because when I was pregnant, I thought, okay, this is it. life is going to be hard. I'm not going to be myself anymore. Now you have to focus on another person's life, which is my daughter. When I got diagnosed, that's when I realized that no, actually, I should have done my research because I just went with what was available. After my consultation with the psychologist, I agreed for her to book me in, but as well, I was still skeptical about it because of the myths and stigma behind depression and mental illness. And I think it was 2 days after being there, thinking about everything, the money, because they were the ones funding my school fees. On top of that, they're taking care of my child. Sheila, come on. I remember sitting down and thinking, how did I get here? What happened? Because everything just went by so quick, and now admitted, now I'm in hospital, depression. What is going on? How am I going to break it down to my parents that actually I'm here because I couldn't deal with school. School was a lot for me. How am I going to say that? Where do I begin?
Wangifonela mama, ngisesibhedlela why? Asibathi ngine-depression. Athi what? Asi depression ngathi njani? Athi le subject ngithethe. Angathatha subject le right. And angathi usibhabhu uthini.
Ya inhliziyo yami yaba buhlungu kakhulu ngoba manje ngibheka ukuthi usasemncane manje sowune depression akuyona into right empilweni yomntwana and manje sengiyazibuza nami ukuthi what is it wrong engiyenzayo.
When I was in hospital, that's when I got to think about everything that actually had I researched on the course or in orientation, I got the opportunity to change it, I would have gotten something different, you know. I wouldn't have gotten here.
So mina esayidini lami ngeke ngabona ukuthi hayi man, for sure nami ngimstressile ngalanye amagama ngoba ngihlala njalo ngithi hamba esikoleni ngaba buhlungu mangithola le phone call ngoba ngeke ngava buhlungu ngathi uma sesibhedlela ngimi ngitsolile nami.
My biggest fear was being judged because of the stigma behind depression, especially in the Black community. They're gonna say I'm faking it, or they're gonna say I'm just being a crybaby, or I'm just being weak. I didn't want to be labeled with the word weak. I thought my parents were gonna judge me like, Sheila, we provide you with all your needs and your wants, so why are you depressed? You know, like, what's depressing you? The time that I was in hospital and I finally told my mom that I'm actually in hospital, it was because she was in Nelspruit, so she couldn't come at the start. She was in Nelspruit and she was with my daughter. That's another thing that made me angry at myself. Like, my mom is even in Nelspruit with my daughter and I'm in a hospital when I'm supposed to be studying.
Mina kimi ngeke ngakudlulisa. Ngathi akunandzaba. Imistake yayendeka.
Her words were, just focus on yourself, on getting better, and don't worry about school. You can always start over, you know. I didn't expect him to be there because I remember my psychologist saying, I'll call your dad in because your mom can't be here, but I'll call your dad in. To my surprise, on Monday, I saw him going into my psychologist's office and I was just like, he came. That's when I started feeling better. Now I know that I have the support from my mom and my dad.
Into yokuqala yafika kumina ukuthi kufanele ngiyenze or kufanele ukuthi kwenzeke ukuthi ngikhulume naye. Ngizinikeze isikhathi ngaso sonke isikhathi ukuthi ngikhulumisane naye. Ukuze ngikwazi ukuthi ngazi ukuthi inkinga yini. Angasizakala kanjani.
That's when my father and I got to talk about everything, including my pregnancy, his disappointment, why he decided to keep quiet, all of that. That's when everything came into light.
I said, hey, this is the chance that, I'm giving to you. So if you are doing this and then you keep on wasting time, and then really we are making things, really difficult for me, because it is for a cause. You must better your life. But now if it becomes, difficult for you, then you are making really things difficult for me as well. We have just wasted money for you to go to school now, down the drain. I've just paid money for nothing. It was tough. But then, I didn't just want to give up.
And he told me that it's okay, we'll get through this. You don't have to do something you don't like, because look at where you are right now. Both my parents were like, no, it's okay, because it was October. They're like, we're giving you the rest of the year to think about what you want to study. We're giving you the opportunity to think, because we feel like you didn't get the chance to think. School still comes with a lot of stress.
Let's
Let's learn from one another. Let's go. Let's learn from one another. Let's go.
My parents were like, go and think, research what you want to do. You can even shadow, whereby I go to a hospital and I basically follow the nurse the whole day, so I can see, do I really like nursing, And I did that. My psychiatrist helped me with that. He organized everything for me. Doing my research with that, I still researched other things. And I bumped into Bachelor of Public Administration, and I was like, I looked at the course, at the modules, and one of them was accounting. And I was like, do I really want to do accounting after that experience? But I looked at all of the other modules, and I was like, it was your politics, your business, your economics, your admin law, corporate, I was just like, okay, I think this is what I like. And I applied for that. I told them, this is what I want to do. I remember my dad telling me, are you sure? I'm like, yes, I'm 100% sure.
Nati, okay, it's fine. I will keep on supporting you. I cannot show disappointment. It's just for me to keep on encouraging her.
ngambuta ngathi manje le subject uyithathayo utoyikhona athi ntoyikhona, so bengimbuta njalo ukuthi right athi right, ngithi akunalo kushoda ngakho, anginako, so bengiloku njalo ngimbuta.
After choose i-career right, kuye kwabonakala ngokuthi akwazi ukuthi akhulume. Uyakwazi nokuthi angitshela ukuthi ama-assignment wami ngifuna ukusubmitha, bengicela ukuthi ungifakele imali, ama-data. Kuyabonisa nje ukuthi lento uyayi-understanda lento ayenzayo manje. Ngisheshe ngikwenze lokho ukuze akwazi ukuthi ayenze lento ayifisayo. Kuyajabulisa lokho.
Le mama le ngeke ngidrope until now. Akakadropi, uyacetha nje manje December.
I was going to school. Yes, going to school is important, but we also shy away, or we don't mention how important it is to choose the correct thing. Parents that force kids to do certain things, it's because they feel like it's important to get education, but they also forget that what's actually more important is for the person to enjoy what they study, because school still comes with a lot of stress. But the stress is supposed to be comforted with, but I actually love this. As the child or as the student, you also have to realize your mistake on top of everything. Realizing your mistake and admitting to it. And admitting to your parents or whoever that's in charge of your fees, or whoever that is responsible for your career, that I made a mistake, because this mistake was a costly mistake,
Sheila, ungichazela into le-1. Uma yenza mistake, akusimntwana lophakamayo. Uyakhona ukutshela ukuthi mama sorry. Uyasorisa.
Imali ayibalekanga empilweni yomuntu ngaphambi kokuba umuntu abe umuntu obalekile. imali iyasinceda nje kuphela ukuthi sikwazi ukuthi senze izinto. Kodwa okubalekile ukuthi lokho esikwenzayo ngemali kube impumelelo.
Ukuthi umntwana uma aqala abane depression noma ungayathi mara ukuthi umntwana uyagula ufanele wena mzali umbuke ngoba vele yena besaqala kuwonza angasejabulisi kahle nasemehlweni nokudla bekangasadli kahle mina imistake yami hayi benganako ukuthini bengimbona mara ngithi hayi manje usaba umntwana mina bengisho njalo ngithi usaba umntwana so ngithi kubazali ngaso sonke isikhathi sifanele sibuke abantwana bethu noma ungambona lala kufuna umlandzele umbuke ukuthi yini ukulwa yini ngoba uyamada ngithi ukuthi unjani so ufanele umbuke umlandzelele and umseke njengamzali singabalahli abantwana bethu.
There are student relations managers and people, counselors and everything, but it's not actually a support group, whereas that person is experiencing what you're actually going through. That's what I want to start in terms of in campuses, have a support group where students get to share their school stress, what they're going through, so that it's easier for them to get that support and they are able to get help from their peers around that are actually going through the same thing. And you talking about your problem is actually you getting help and you actually helping the next person as well. So yeah, that's what I want to start, sort of like an NGO that focuses on campuses, even high school, because I feel like there's also a lot of pressure. Yeah, that would be a good start, to start from high school and bring it all the way up to tertiary.
I-conversation yokuthi abazali bahlale nabantwana babonisane ngama-career wabo ibaluleke kakhulu ngoba iyona enza ukuthi nihlale nazi ukuthi umntwana uma esikolweni uyokwenza into oyi-understandayo naye umntwana uyenza into ayi-understandayo ukuze sikwazi ukuthi sibakhuthaze ukuthi baqhubekele phambili. Ibaluleke kakhulu ngoba iyona eyokwenza ukuthi ube nalolo gcozi lokuthi umntwana akhuthale esikolweni.